Hey guys, so this is the Wendigo figure, Build-A-Figure that came out a couple years ago. What's the date on 2019, I guess. Trying to remember what was all in it. It was pretty good. I remember Guardian was in there, and I can't remember the other figures in it. I had it, and again, I went through a purge, about a year and a half ago and sold a bunch of stuff. And, this is one of the ones that I kind of always wanted. Other thing, too, is like I have the Zumu over here, too. It's like a comparison because I know, like, when it came out, like, me and, other people thought, like, hey, it's just like Wendigo, but having them both, there is definitely some differences. Um, so I've got him here with Hulk and Wolverine. So like Wolverine's first appearance was Hulk 182, and I believe Wendigo's was around that time too. It was like maybe an issue or two before then. I can't quite remember, but that was kind of like the big thing with the book was like they were, Hulk and Wolverine were fighting, but they actually fought together against Wendigo too. So that's why I kind of have them side by side. And, just for comparison too, like I think when I had this before, this is kind of like this was a two pack that came with those, like a first appearance Wolverine, that kind of tiger stripe style. Um, he's small, so you could like just kind of put him on his shoulders like he's getting ready to attack him or whatnot. So I always thought that was really cool that you could do that. And, yeah, and I mean, he's, nearly as big as Hulk, so he's a big, Build-A-Figure, well, as big as Hasbro gets. But I don't think I ever did a review on this. And just kind of looking at it, I mean, I forgot how awesome it looked. I love the face on it, the red eyes, the bloody, sharp teeth. This kind of scraggly hair in the back. This kind of white, but like light blue shading all over. The claws are done really well here. I will say that, like, as far as the elbow goes, that's about as far as it extends, and going in, that's about as far as it goes. So, but you do get like a shoulder. The shoulders rise pretty high, even though there's this piece that's kind of separate. So this piece right here is like a separate piece. Has a tail, just kind of goes around in a circle. It's bendable, but it doesn't like hold in place, so it's just kind of trolled back like that. Do got like the ab crunch, so I can crunch down like that, go back like that, but you do have this huge gap if you do that. But, good hips, thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then some good old clawed feet. So, I mean, he's a really cool, like, big creature looking figure. And I think, I mean, for the most part, it's fairly simple, but they did like a really good job on it. So that's what I always liked about it. He's kind of sort of part of the X-Men. I guess nowadays, or kind of later on, he's like more of like an Alpha Flight villain. So, which that ties into Alpha Flight and Wolverine and Canada and all that stuff. So I'm going to bring out Zumu just for comparison. So you can kind of tell there's a lot that's similar here. Like, with the shoulders, arm, torso. I imagine this part's the same. This little loincloth part is a little bit longer on Wendigo. Legs look kind of the same, but there are different feet, different hands. Even this piece here too, like I think, like this is a separate piece, so this was sculpted in there. So let me just turn around to show you. So like that was a separate piece. You can kind of see the gappage around there. This one was actually sculpted to it. But I mean, a lot of the sculpt's the same. It's just alterations, I guess. I'm assuming too, since Zimmy didn't have a tail, they could kind of do this smaller loincloth piece, without a problem. But I mean, like this figure was just kind of you know, when it came out. But I mean, it's pretty cool. It's, you know, not going for a lot or anything, but it was definitely one I still went for because I think it was one of the few ways where like I just liked all the characters, or most of them at least. Like the villains wave had like Red Skull, Lady Deathstrike, Arcade, a lot of really good figures. And this one did too, but you know, this Build-A-Figure really helped sell a lot of the pieces or the other figures too. You know, I mean, this ain't not necessarily a must-have, but like this is just still a really awesome figure to have. If I had to give this score, I'd probably say 8.5. There's not really any issues with it. It's just, you know, like there are certain characters like, okay, yeah, I like to have that, but this isn't like, you know, okay, I gotta get it, you know. You know, pretty much that's all I have. You know, if you got it and you've had it for a while, just let me know what y'all think. And yeah, thanks for watching.